I am Aquaman, actually, because I built my first thing on the Genesis server, and I ended up with a plot underwater. And for some reason, I'm pretty sure I swim faster as Aquaman.
Oh,
That's just a fact.
clearly.
It might be. So welcome to Monday and Chill. It's going to be chill for everyone except me, maybe, because like there's a lot of people on the stream, which I'm pretty excited about. But you know, we'll see how this plays out. I think it's going to play out good. We have a whole crew here from a new project or an up and coming project, as it were, called. Well, why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Why don't you guys introduce yourselves and then introduce? Because here's the thing: I don't know whether to call you by the city name or by the project name, and I'd like to kind of know like whether you're Neon City or whether you're Neon Space NFTs, and how those two things kind of interact and play out with one another. So let's start maybe with Lewis. Lewis, if you could give us just a quick rundown of who you are, who the team members are, and what you guys are out to achieve, and what I'm supposed to call you.
Absolutely. So I'm Lewis, and I'm kind of like the community outreach of Neon Space right now. Neon Space NFT is our brand. And Neon City is a city inside of Max's computer. Max is our 3D artist, and he does like 3D spaces. So he made a world inside of his computer, and that is Neon City. And we're trying to do like the same metaverse thing that Metaforce is doing, and we're trying to make Neon City inside of Minecraft, like a replica of the city inside his computer in Genesis Uplift. And then all of our NFTs are renders of images inside of Neon City on his computer, and Paul makes 2D neon signs. And then Max places the 2D neon signs in a 3D city. And that is Neon Space and Neon City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I highly recommend check out the links below. Like it's just a Medium article and a couple other links. But the signs are pretty cool. I quite like them. They've got like kind of a throwback, almost clubbish era to them, which I think is really interesting. And like you said, like there's a few projects, Crypto Writer as well. They're creating like a city mythology in the Uplift world. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. And yeah, so how about the rest of you then? So you're the community kind of manager, Lewis. Bob, what's your role in all this?
Hey everyone, yeah, I'm Bob, and I'm the project manager for Neon Space.
Okay, and Mark?
Oh gosh, well, I think we just made up roles just so we had something to say for a situation just like this. It's pretty loosey-goosey here. I mean, we all kind of work together just based on need here. But I guess in theory, I am business manager and medium beard.
So you truly are business. I like the business manager and medium beard. I was gonna say you're the business manager. So you're the loosey-goosey one for sure.
Which is probably the part you don't want to be as loosey-goosey about. But I'm making it work.
Homelands. I think I got that.
Hi, my name is Lance. I go by Homelance though, in Uplift, and I'm the builder.
Yeah, he built most of Neon City, and the Neon Lounge was all built by Lance, who is my biological brother. We're related. Oh, yeah. We should also mention that, like, we've known each other for at least 10 plus years. Like, we're in this together as friends first. Like, we didn't build this project around our skills. Like, we're friends, and then we put our skills into this project. So,
yeah,
like, we're friends first, business second.
I'm not sure what's happening in the comments, but apparently Trivia Haven wants to know how the Axe body spray is, and I don't know what that means.
Oh, Paul, since it's your go, you should tell them about your Axe body sprays, your gratitude on our gratitude tab.
I don't think that's mine, but it is something that Lance built, and it's based off of our Twitter. It's just something that we made as a Twitter joke, and then I think Lance made it into a reality in Uplift, which is an Axe body spray museum, which actually I think is right behind him right now.
You want to share the Twitter, Paul? Show everyone.
Yeah, someone could put the link. I don't have it in my. I am just a measly artist.
And then he feeds jokes on the side.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
fair
think
enough.
in theory we kind of do it in a way that like the signs and the NFTs kind of represent storefronts and signage of this fictional neon city, and through our Twitter we just make kind of jokes and puns about just facts and features about Neon City, like Flavor Town's 5 miles away and things of that nature.
Here you go. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I'll pull that up in just one sec. Let's just get to Max first.
Oh, hi, I'm Max. I'm like a visual effects artist.
Sorry.
I do.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Hi, I'm Max. I'm awesome.
Sometimes, but yeah, I do a lot of the artwork stuff for Neon Space, and I mean, I've been into cryptocurrency for a long time, and recently I've gotten into like the NFT stuff, and I thought, like, I really love all the aesthetic and everything I'm seeing on the atomic market, and I'm a huge fan of like vaporwave aesthetic and like 90s and 80s kind of look, and of course meme culture. So this NFT space is like the perfect place for all of that to meet, plus my crypto hobby. And then, yeah, we all kind of dove into this, and yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, so as like a writer, I looked at the atomic stuff, and I talked to Lewis, and I'm like, what? How do I explain this? How do I describe this in the
Yeah.
YouTube descriptor? And then I looked at the Medium article, and I was like, okay, yep, copy and paste that paragraph. Because like I would have never came up with like vaporware, things like this that you find yourself at. But I think it's really cool. So I'm gonna put one of these.
I think a lot of what we want to get going in is like also nostalgia for stuff that we love. Like you can see in this one.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is really cool. It weirds me out a little bit, but at the same time, it's really cool. Like, I like everything about it. I like the fact that it's animated. You can see, the play button is still there.
Oops, I hit it again. Double click.
Yeah, so this is like a single. This would be like the Cut My Life into Pizza like one, but then the next one in the series, you'll see the Cut My Life into Pizza sign in the background, so you can see all the neon in the background there are like previous signs on the street. So the idea is as the collection grows, so does the glow in Neon City in the background, and it's kind of fun to see like the other signs and everything.
Yeah, you can see the 2 previous signs in the background, and then as we add more, it's just going to be like street after street after street. So eventually, you're going to see like 10 streets behind it, all with neon signs that are all previous collections that you could own.
Right, and so I mean, I guess that we're gonna probably go in a little bit later and look at what's happening in the world that you're creating, in the uplift world, and we'll probably get the answers to these questions. But so on the building that this sign is connected to, I'm assuming you can go inside and you can find other types of things. What other types of things are involved in the world that these, I guess, NFT descriptors showcase as the NFTs?
We actually haven't made it that far yet. Like, we really just have the one street built, but we're going to build more. Like, the world is just starting on Genesis Street, which is the street we have now with the 5 signs. Like, we're going to expand block by block and then make it bigger. Like, our first plan for a second block is we've been talking to Recourier and Metaforce, and they'd like us to make like a whole block for them with 5 signs. And we have like, they want one for each hero, with the hero transforming into their champion. So like, we are going to have more stuff later, but as of now, it's pretty much just like Neon City is just neon signs in the street. But
yeah,
the reason I got involved is because Max was doing that, and Max wasn't even planning on having Neon City be a thing. Max just wanted to make neon signs and render them. Like, the full project was just the neon sign you saw, and I was like, everybody in the space is like selling digital land and making virtual worlds, and you made a virtual world and you're not even using it for that. Like, you're just taking pictures in the virtual world. So I was like, basically I came in and was like, let's make this something bigger than just like neon sign pictures inside the 3D world. So we're still working on how to like fully conceptualize Neon City. And I mean, literally within the last 48 hours, we had the idea to recreate it in Minecraft. Like, we were just building random neon stuff in Minecraft, but now we're like, oh, let's actually make Neon City in Minecraft, like make a recreation of those buildings. And then the stuff we built in Minecraft actually is not in Neon City right now. So Max is going to build our Minecraft builds in Neon City to make it accurate to Minecraft. So we're
Yeah,
going like the other way now. We're taking our Minecraft building, putting it in Neon City as a new block. So
in the future, we do want people to come, be able to come visit us in Uplift in Neon City, and then be able to like, get some NFTs dropped to them, or interact with us in Minecraft in some way, like maybe scavenger hunt through the city or something. We'll have to see how it all works when it all is built.
I mean, that's definitely, we've been announcing it on our Twitch and our Discord, but like the second that the reward system is live and we can track who is on our plot, we are going to be doing raffles. We're going to be doing giveaways. Like if you visit our land, every single person that visits our land will get put into like a list, because we'll have that from you guys, and then we'll be able to put all of those names into a raffle. And like literally anyone that walks across our land once, like probably each week, we'll have raffles for prizes and stuff. Sort of like what Metaforce is doing with Upland. We want to do that. We want our homies to be Uplift. Like we're very excited about Uplift. We want to do a lot of like giveaways in server stuff there for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Like I like to hear that. And I like to hear that you're excited about Uplift, but I also like to hear the fact that like people are coming up with like interesting ways to use it, right? And I mean, to me, it's a really good place to be able to showcase your projects. And I think that's, in a way, what Genesis is going to be all about. Because we've had a lot of new people that have come in recently and said, like, I don't know what to do. Like, where do I buy my land? What's going on? There's this Londom, there's this Chicken Caw, there's this Genesis, there's this Gratitude. Where am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to do? How many servers are you going to create? Like, what's the point? Are you just going to keep creating more land? What's happening? And I keep explaining to them and other members on the team as well that, like, here's the deal, right? Like, some of these servers might have similar attributes, but for the most part, a lot of these servers are going to be custom tailored to the use case of what they're for. So I personally think it's great that a starting project like yourselves happened to end up, landing in Genesis, like alongside of these other, major old school NFT and content. I really dislike the word content creator, but anyway, content, projects, because it's a great place. It's a really cool way to get exposure. And as you saw, like what we did with Yoshi Drops, we wanted to, figure out a way to bring attention to all of those people that were, helping us and rewarding their users and keeping, us in mind and promoting us as well. So that's what we did. So I think it's going to be a really interesting balance when we get like new projects like yourselves starting to interact with some of these old projects. And I think, just going and wandering around some of these different worlds, like you said, like you're creating this world that's now, starting to bridge back the other way. And I don't know, honestly, I could be wrong about this. But I don't know anyone else in the community that has stated explicitly that they're actually streaming stuff to Twitch. So that's kind of a nice added bonus for me as well, is that you guys are doing that, right? Like a lot of people streaming to YouTube or other channels, but the fact that you guys are streaming to Twitch is really cool. So yeah, I definitely want to dive in to your plot, even though it's only Genesis Street. I mean, every street has to start somewhere. And we'll do that maybe after some gratitudes. But before we do that, or while we do that, I'm just kind of curious, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. How did you guys all meet? Like, are you high school buddies? Did you play on a football team? Like, did you, like, I don't know, enter some beard growing competition that I wasn't invited to and I'm really sad about? Like, I kind of want to be like, I want the backstory, right?
Yeah. So I know Lewis and Paul and Mark and pretty much everyone here from high school, from middle school, even earlier. Yeah, we've been friends for a long time, like basically old high school friends.
Yeah, I think I got to know Max because he also liked to play Magic cards. that was a big selling point for me. Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering. Went hard on that.
Yeah, we'd but yeah, let's see, high school.
Yeah, Lance is my brother. He's 2 years older than me. Mark, Paul, and Max are all the same age. So they're all 2 years older than me, and I just tagged on as the little brother. I was like, hey, can I come hang out with the older guys? You guys are cooler than the kids my age. So I met them all through that. And then Bob, we met Mark, Bob, and I all went to Western Washington University together in Washington. So we all met at that college. And then Paul, Max, and Lance went to Eastern Washington. So, like, we've kind of been friends for a long time and went to school together. And then
Yeah.
recently during quarantine, like we've been hanging out more in the last year than we have like for the 5 previous years, like because we were all home and we were all playing video games, so like we had no social interaction. We just started going on Discord every day and chatting and playing games together. And then we started talking about cryptocurrency because we were all like getting into the bull run and like we're all investing money and at home all day. So we did that, and that kind of just naturally went to us playing video games and crypto together on Discord. So then when we found like actually Mark hipped me to Banano folding, and when I was folding Banano, I saw that my wallet had like a cool monkey on it, and I was like, is this an NFT? Like, can I get this monkey as an NFT? So then I went to their website and like saw Crypto Monkey NFTs, and I was like, I thought I could get my wallet as an NFT at the time. And I've talked to Bantano about it. He's like, no, we're not trying to do that. But basically, like, fell down the rabbit hole of like, then I got into Alien Worlds, and I was like, oh, I can mine in Alien Worlds and get crypto monkeys. And then, you know, the rest is history. Now we're starting an NFT brand 2 months later. So
that was the really cool thing about the Wax Network, was that we found it because we were looking for like new video games to play, not because we were digging for crypto and stuff, even though we are kind of in both worlds. Wax, I mean, at least for me, I came across this stuff from the gaming side, which, since it's a gaming like utility token, that totally bodes well. I really love that.
Yeah, I don't think we were searching for investments. I think we were just searching for fun stuff, and then the fun stuff kind of played itself out into a good opportunity.
For me,
to
it was
money
also
along the way.
The crypto monkeys definitely pulled me over.
We were very deliberate about finding our plot and uplift too. Lewis was very aggressive on trying to probe his way to get as close to crypto monkeys as possible.
We did not get next to crypto monkeys on accident. We got super lucky too. I mean, Bob,
I opened my rail plot, and it was right next to the crypto monkeys like spot. I could see the crypto monkey sign from my rail, and I was like, nah, no way. It's basically
you only opened one rail. I opened 10 rails and didn't get a single one I wanted. Max opened one and got the one right, the one I wanted. Basically, I was like, Max, you RNG god, you got the one.
Yeah, that was great. But
we got 200 by 200 plots on the pro event, and one of them is where we're building Neon City, and the other one is a community plot that we're eventually going to let our community members build on.
Oh yeah, we should announce that too. We were super lucky. We got 3 200 by 200s for the probe event. Max, Bob, and I all did 200 by 200 probes. We just went for it. And we got all 3, which is just wild. But so now we have 1 for Neon Space, 1 for Gyrating Hips, which is my music brand, and then we have an extra 1 for Neon Space. So we have like a 200 by 200 down south, kind of near it's like a block and a half from our planet. Like it's east of our planet. But that we're actually going to like active members of our Discord, people who visit us, like the top visitors. We're going to give building rights back to those people when it's allowed. Right now you can only do 2 people, but I'm pretty sure the plan is to do more than 2 people, if I'm not wrong, Jimmy. But eventually we're going to do like hopefully 10 people. So like the top 10 visitors will get building rights on the land they visit. And then also we're going to pay all of that money back to the community. On the community 200 by 200, we're not taking any of the land tax. We're going to see your address, as much time as you spent and paid us, I'll send that right back to you. So like if you build on our land, we'll give you rights and you get the money for it. Like we're just happy you're hanging out in a part of our community. So like we're very excited to do that when it's, but we're still waiting on the payment system and the multiple buildings. So like soon, as we always say.
We're really big about uplift.
Yeah, fair enough. And I mean, it does take a while to suss these things out and get them live. But I like that idea about, you know, I'm really curious to see how this pans out. I'm really curious to see how you define the top 10 visitors and the timeline. We don't have to go into it now. I'm kind of curious. I want to see how this plays out. That's a great idea that I've never heard anyone else think about before. So maybe it's been out there. I can't follow everything, obviously.
We announced the stuff on Twitch, but we don't like post it a ton just because like again we don't know how it works until the system is upgraded, so we don't want to do like very finite terms until we understand like how many people we can add, and like we sort of need uplift to progress a little farther before we do any official announcements on like how it works.
Oh, trust me, I know all too well about not announcing things. Yeah, because that's the thing, right? You announce something and then people get agitated because you didn't do what you were going to say that you were going to do, and that's kind of our policy in everything uplift art, what we do with Legend, what we do with, you know, Yoshi Drops Now, and also with the uplift world. It's like we want to like move fast and break things and get things out there and operational as quickly as possible. But at the same time, we don't want to be that team that like essentially promises, oh yeah, we're gonna do all of this stuff and you're gonna have it next week. Because here's the thing, you're not. You might have it this week, you might have it next week, you might never have it, you might have it tomorrow without even realizing that you have it. And I think that's a better way forward than a lot of these projects, especially the ones from the 2017 ICO bubble that just popped and burst and went to nowhere. So but yeah, all right, well, let's go in here. Let's see.
We gotta compliment you guys. We're actually pretty blown away. Like, I was expecting the server to not get up as fast as it did when I bought in. Like, originally I was like, oh, like they might not have this ready for months. And then like, I think it was like 2 weeks after I bought land, like I was building on my land, and I was like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know how quickly you all are figuring everything out. Like, we're blown away by the progress, and we're not
for sure.
we're not complaining even a little bit that like the stuff isn't ready yet. Like, we're just waiting for y'all. When you're ready, it's ready. And we've just been telling everybody, like, just be patient. This is like basically pre-alpha. Like, instead of having this closed for another year, we're the ones in there figuring out the problems, and like that's much better for us because they're building our stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, like, thanks for that. Like, that actually means a lot. We have an amazing team on the background. I think they might be superhuman and they never sleep. Like, I mean, I do quite a bit, and I find sleep, lacking. And I'm pretty sure they're awake more than me doing like dev stuff, which is way harder. So like, yeah, like these guys, they deserve all the credit and then some, for all of these things that they're, busting their balls day and night to bring to us and everyone. And I mean, we've got quite a large team that a lot of people are actually working on different facets, different projects, different worlds. So yeah, it looks like we are here, and we're gonna go up here. All right, sweet. Yeah.
We doing gratitudes?
This is a momentous occasion, I will tell you. Not only is it my first kind of live stream with 5 guests on this channel, but it's also the first time I've actually ever put a gratitude up on this wall. Just because I usually just let Corey do it. It's kind of his thing, and he built the building, and he's having fun with it. And I'm busy restoring land over in Chicken Con, working on a couple other projects. And so yeah, this is pretty cool for me because this is the first gratitude I'm ever going to memorialize on here. Who wants to be first?
Nice.
I got mine ready to go if nobody else does. Well, I am grateful for Yoshi and M Blue bringing digital vinyl to Wax P.
Brandy, right?
It's AY, but Louis is my first name.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Louis.
Absolutely. But yeah, I'm a musician, and like one of the big reasons I got into Uplift in the first place was because I saw that on your streams you all were talking about Yoshi and like, oh, we have some connections with music and we want to incorporate music into our servers. So this whole Yoshi coin drop has been super, super cool for me because it's like all the stuff I kind of wanted to work on as a musician is now kind of moving onto the network. So I am really grateful that they're trying to make a market for the art that I make, because I mean, I don't just do community outreach. I'm a musician and a music producer, and I've been doing that for like almost 20 years now. So I'm like very excited about this development.
Yeah, we play that music during our streams usually too.
Yeah, we have a royalty-free music because I own all the royalties for it. So we get to have tunes while we.
So you can actually do it on Twitch.
Fair enough. I want to do that. I always wanted to play like. I'm not a musician at all, but like I always want to play like things in the background. I'm always worried about like getting shadow banned and stuff. So I'm gonna have to adapt this a little bit, but I hope that's okay, Louis.
No, that's paraphrased perfectly.
Okay, who's up next?
Oh, sure, I'll go. Oh, go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
Sorry. I just want to say that I'm grateful for all my great friends on this project, and also the Wax community for being a really cool place to meet new friends.
Who's that?
That was Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, the sheer speed of which that Discord channel is starting to grow is crazy. I mean, there's probably like 200 people on there for like a month. So
yeah, I've also met quite a few people, like, I mean, virtually met, but still people who I chat with a bunch now and talk NFTs and stuff. And like, like Wax God for one. Like me and him kind of like rival out about like trying to pick up mint ones, the collections we like.
And Max has a rival for mint number ones and Graffiti Kings. It's Wax
Yeah.
God. Look out for Wax God if you're going for mint number ones and Graffiti Kings, because they will snipe them.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he doesn't get it, I usually do. So keep your wits about you.
That
He's
worked?
dropping some.
Did I miss something there? Bob's grateful for new friends and NFTs on Wax.
Perfect.
You got 12 more characters if you want to add to it. I'm just saying.
I think that's
Like a
good.
wax
I think
wallet.
that summarizes.
Okay, the window is officially closed. All right. I don't know who the wizard is. Who's the wizard?
Bob is the
That's
wizard.
me. I'm the wizard.
Oh, that's you. That's Bob is the wizard. Okay, you know what? I should have.
He's
done
our
it
beard
over.
king.
Yeah,
Here's-
slight clarification from earlier. I met them at college, but also I lived in a wizard tower in the woods. I didn't actually go to the college.
So that watchtower in the Arboretum was your home.
Yeah.
No idea.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm kind of a fan of that. The wizardry. I'm sure you heard that plenty. Who's up?
Well, I'll go next, I guess. Yeah, I'm just really grateful that I literally just quit my job. So like the fact that I can make a living supporting my friends, it's a dream job.
Okay, sorry, I can't see who's speaking because the names.
That's
are too
Mark.
slow.
Oh, Mark. So
Hey,
yeah,
Mark.
I'm grateful I can make a living. MARC, by the way. I'm grateful I can make a living supporting my friends.
Mark's grateful.
Ooh.
To quit real world job and make a living. Oh,
You get twangy with it, make a living.
Yeah, we like
Yeah.
to.
There it
call-
is. There it is.
make a living supporting mates. There we go.
There you
Perfect.
go. There it is. Nice.
It fit.
Tweet master here.
All right. Who's up now?
I could go. I'm grateful to be making art and playing games with my friends as we grow a community. That's
Okay, who's that?
That's Max.
that's Max.
MAX. Max.
Yeah, making art, playing video games, and growing a community. What else could you want?
Gosh, we have a lot of cool people hanging out on our Discord. We just started
Yeah.
it like a couple weeks ago, and
Yeah.
people have been really cool hanging out. And it's like not just our project; they talk about other projects, and like people let us know when new drops are happening, and like when there's cool new stuff we should check out. And like I've been hip to stuff that I wouldn't have found if it wasn't for the community that like was checking out our project.
Shout outs
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Cruise Control. He's been super helpful, hipping us to things.
He's
told
in
us-
Oh, yeah.
YouTube right now. He just commented. Smart Digital Payments is also in there. Graffiti Kings is in our Discord.
Oh, nice.
Some of those people are in the chat. So.
RH is there.
RH, yeah, everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming from our Discord.
Love to see you guys.
Yeah, we're grateful
playing
for you
video
as well.
games. There's one more. I forgot it. Grateful for making art,
With
playing video
friends.
games, and
Oh no, growing
And
community.
growing a community.
I don't know if that'll fit.
Oh, it's
you
just
just say
I-
and community, maybe?
sure. Yeah. And community.
Ooh, a
There's
little bit.
there's some-
Oh.
making lots
Yeah.
of friends out here. It's fun.
Close
right
enough.
as a T work, but a Y doesn't. That's what's
It's
there.
too
why
wide.
is
too
why
many
is it too big?
Yeah, it's too many pixels.
Mute.
It'll just be communit.
Should we also we planned on doing a marble race earlier. Should we start collecting wallet addresses now or should we do that later?
Yeah, sure. So you guys are, we're gonna do that. So why don't you explain that while I
Okay, so I'll just run through this really quick. We do marble races for giveaways on our Discord. And how that works is like it's a game called Marbles on Stream. It's meant for Twitch, and it simulates marble races. You can do up to 1,000 racers, and we enter your wallet address on a marble, and whoever's marble finishes the race first wins the prize. So we do like NFT giveaways, and then we've also been doing Ether giveaways because we're big into our planet. So we do like 3 or 4 races a day. We're planning on doing that live on the stream. So if you'd like to enter our race today on the stream, just in the YouTube comments, post your wallet address, and I'll be writing them down as we talk. And then at some point, we'll hop over to the marble race.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
And
who's
you'll be able
next?
to win some cool NFTs in the Aether, maybe.
Paul.
I want one, by the way. So mark down Kanzai Crypto, please. 2Ks,
Absolutely.
KANSYKRYPTO. Because I totally want a marble. I've never said that before, but I'm going to say it today.
Oh yeah, those races are way more fun when you got a marble on the line.
Oh, Lewis,
yeah.
by the way, people are putting the address on the comments
Yeah, I got 'em.
here.
I'm writing them. I'm writing them.
That totally needs to be an NFT. Those races are way more fun when you got a marble on the line.
Gotta have some skin in the game, you know.
We're,
Oh yeah.
we're actually making a marble race. So we do it like every day, and we're having a season where we mark your stats every day, and we're making a marble race champion sign for the winner.
You'll get a 1-of-1 neon NFT trophy with your wallet address on it and like marble champion if you win the season, which we think is pretty cool.
Okay, who's up? It is very cool, actually.
I'll go. I'm Paul, and
Hi,
I'm
Paul.
grateful.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Paul, and I'm an alcoholic. No, I'm grateful for reconnecting with old friends to work on something new.
I feel like I'm also grateful for everything everybody else has said, but
Yeah,
you can't fit that all in one gratitude.
for sure. I was like, you guys are all taking all the good ones.
See, we're even teaming up on our gratitude, so you know it's always a team
I mean,
effort.
that's like there's some pretty good ones, but that right there, Paul, there are some really good ones. But that right there is my favorite. I will be, completely blunt about that. I'll tell you why after we finish. Is that all of them? I think that's it.
Lance,
Anyway, I'm grateful as well. I am grateful for Arya, Enzo, and Casey.
Oh,
ARIA.
Yeah, ARIA, exactly.
One more time, Lenzo.
It's ENZO.
How do I spell it?
ENZO.
Okay. Enzo and
Casey is KASI. That's my daughter, son, and partner. I love them very much, and honestly, that's why I'm in this. It's Minecraft. We all love Minecraft, so we're super excited to jump in here.
I'm excited that Lance's kids are able to do this because Lance's kids have been into Minecraft forever, but now they can like start earning wax and like start getting into investing and stuff. Like Lance has already set them up with a couple proof of stake coins, so they already have like some stake in crypto at a really young age, which we think is awesome. But now they have like the opportunity to earn wax and like do their own investments.
Oh, they were all about Minecraft. I was like, do you want Minecraft NFTs? And they're like, yeah, we want that.
Did I get that right? I added a little bit there.
yeah.
Yes, that's amazing.
Did I spell brilliant correctly? I hope so.
Yeah.
Looks right.
There to bust my chops. Okay, let's see. I should have honestly, like now that I think about this, I should have put them all on this wall. Not that other one. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna put this up here. Give me the grateful for Neon City. And
We're also grateful for that as well.
Neon, what am I missing? Neon City and Neon
Space
NFTs, right?
Yep.
Do I need to? I'm sorry. Do I need to do it like this, or is it separated?
That's perfect. That's looking good.
No, it's not. I'm changing it. Needs to be at the bottom here. Neon Space NFTs and the killer team. There we go.
Cool.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Jimmy.
Voila.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Again, I kind of wanted to do a selfie with everyone.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let me get back up there.
Let's
Right outside the window.
yeah, get up here and we'll. I don't know if we're gonna actually. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna outside. Let's go outside and do it from out there.
We're going to the top. Is that what's happening?
No, bottom. Bottom.
I'll follow Jimmy.
Like all the way down.
Yeah, at the main door right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Door.
And then we'll take the selfie through the glass.
Now,
If I can
now
ever-
getting photobombing us here.
Oh no, I just launched a brick.
So,
I like how Homance is holding like two fisting bricks right now.
I don't know how to stop double fisting, so it's just gonna happen.
Let's do it this way. We'll go.
You want us behind you or at the same plane?
Yeah, if you stand beside me, I'll look. Oops, sorry. Hold on. You stand like around me.
I can do a selfie too.
All right.
This is harder than it should be to get this picture.
I think I'm missing somebody. Somebody's off flying around.
oh yeah, I'm offline. Sorry.
And whoever's
No,
in
no.
front there with the block, you need to turn so I can see you, maybe.
Which one?
Oh yeah, there we go. Gotcha. All right, let's try that.
Oh yeah. Lewis, your guy has his person like bubbles around him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, are you like what's it like Pigpen? You just got like the stink.
Okay. Okay, sweet.
All
My
right.
computer a little bit slow, and we're just in time for end of the sunset. So, are you like what's this crazy avatar you got going on here? This green one. What is that?
Turtle.
Turtle Boy.
He's a turtle man.
So
I think I'm a
like it reminds
I think I'm
me.
a-
So there's this river monster in Japan, kind of mythology that's called Kappa, Kappa, and it's this like green river monster, and it kind of reminds me of that. I like this fish tank though too, and that's pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
And
The
you guys
same
are
fish
like,
tank.
you guys look like this is
Daft
kind
Punk.
of
We're
freaking.
supposed to be Daft Punk.
Yeah. Daft Punk from the Random Access Memories album cover specifically.
Yeah,
I have
you
different
guys are
versions of
pretty
Daft
true. I like it. So back to my favorite gratitude, and the reason is why I like that gratitude is because I think it's kind of really special that you guys are all old school, hometown high school friends, and this is where you ended up doing this together. I don't know of very many teams that are comprised of that dynamic of people. I left home when I was a little bit, younger. When I was even for university, I went quite a far ways away to university, and I made new friends and I hung out with them. But then, shortly after university, I started traveling around the world, and so I've always kind of been a little bit jealous of my friends at home that still stay in touch, even though they're still at home and like I got these other adventures. I don't get to see them that often, and when I left home, we weren't in the age of internet accessibility where we could do all of these things, right? Might have been different if we were. So I just really like the fact that you guys are that kind of close still to this day and age, and you're still doing the same thing or many of the same things that you were doing, back when you were in high school, back when you were hanging out like on the playgrounds, and that's like really pretty cool. So.
It's always so like we definitely like split off and all like Paul and I moved to Florida for a while and then like lived all over the place too, and like we've all split off and done our own thing. But then whenever we get back together, like over the holidays or whenever, because our families live, you know, in the same area still, it's like you pick up where you left off years before, like the same conversation still, the same like hangout sesh just kind of continues. It really is nice to have that kind of a friendship going still, I think.
Right.
At least I'm speaking for myself.
That's pretty cool.
Everybody hates me.
Oh yeah, you hit the nail on the head, Maxie. That's perfect.
Yeah. But it always feels like you just pick up right where you left off, even if you haven't seen each other for years. Like it doesn't feel like that after 10 minutes of hanging out again.
I also I live in Los Angeles with Max, Paul, and I all live together, but I lived on their couch for like 2.5 years. Like I had no money. I lived in Washington. Yeah. They're like, "Oh, we know you want to work in the music industry." Max started working on like Marvel films right out of college. Like he's working on big movies, and he's like, "Hey, like we have money. Like you can come live on our couch for free for like 6 months until you figure out like how to get your own room." And it was a lot more than 6 months, but like the only reason I'm even in Los Angeles and like at all is because Max and Paul were able to like be good friends and stuff. So I'm very grateful that for our friendship and like and we're so tight knit.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to come up. It's where the industry lives out here. It's also Paul and I moved here. Like I wanted to get into working in like films as an artist, and to do that is like, well, if you want to do that and do it well, you got to come to LA. So we moved, like just packed everything into the car and drove out here and like just stayed in hotels while I had like waiting to find a work. Got like a job at like some studio doing like grunt work basically, but it was a foot in the door and just kind of like worked out from there. That's crazy.
And Max didn't even really go over this in his backstory, but Max is a full-time visual effects artist for film and television. Like he's worked on The Revenant. Like he has very impressive credits.
Yeah, we almost won an Oscar for that one, but Ex Machina won it, and they definitely deserved
Ex Machina. I forgot that robot was CGI. That was such a good CGI job. Like so I was emotionally attached.
They were up against it. And it was just like, yeah, we're not winning that. Like, it was so good. But yeah, it's been fun. It's work. I've been lucky too. Like I feel like I got lucky getting that first job, and then from there, you know, was able to network from one to the next, and still had work while the pandemic was going on and all that stuff. It's very, very lucky, especially in this industry. It's super competitive to even have any jobs at all.
Yeah, I would imagine so, right? So like that's like I grew up, or I had friends that were in the industry in Toronto. Like a group of people kind of like yourselves, maybe they all lived like in a warehouse that they had like reformed and built like a giant waterfall on the back wall, like that flooded occasionally their whole apartment. But yeah, definitely a different way. Okay, so well, yeah, I forgot about this because I'm actually not American, or do I live in America anymore? So it is Memorial Day. So happy Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Don't Minecraft and barbecue. You got your laptop at the barbecue and you're doing Minecraft. That might be okay, but like somebody's gonna get hurt. So yeah, well, let's move on to the second segment of today's episode.
I've got my marble race screen shared.
Yeah, okay, so do you want to do the marble race, and then after we'll go to your plot? Okay, sure. Let's see. So, Bob, add to screen, that one? Okay, great. Let's do that.
Oh, this is the tweet from earlier.
And people were asking about why we were talking about Axe body spray. That's our tweet. But if you want to do the Lewis screen, the marble screen is Lewis. I think I have everybody's address. We have
I feel like there's a story behind that I'm just gonna have to really go into. I don't really know what's like.
We'll have to visit. Some point.
Oh, this is our Metaphors collab. Like we're gonna be doing more signs. It's not in the city yet, but like, yeah, I'm pretty stoked on how this is turning out. I don't know if anybody here's into Metaphors, but like that's Davis. Awesome. He turns into Blockfather, and you have the essence flashing. So like. Yeah, we're just stoked on that. We're huge fans of Metaphors. Like also the fact that like he turns into T Davis turns into blockchain in Umberto's, and if you go to Metaforce's build in Uplift, you can walk into Umberto's. It's like an Italian restaurant, and they built it all. It's super cool. Like they're also building a stadium and stuff, and I'm pretty sure everything they're building in Uplift is going to be in the comic that comes out this summer. So like you're going to be able to go visit all the spot in the comic, and that I don't know, that's super cool to me, and that's what we're inspired by for our whole Neon City. We're like, oh, if we can take something that's like in another space and put it in Uplift and have this metaverse all connecting everything, like, I mean, that's the cool stuff.
I'm a big fan of that as well. Like Crypto Rider did a similar thing with their comic book and what they've built out. It was really long. It was shorter than normal, but like I do that show with Sean Villant of Crypto Rider on Friday to the edge of obscurity and back again, 45 minutes or less, which is ironically not ironic at all. Usually about 2 hours. But I mean, like we make it to the edge of obscurity in 45 minutes. We just don't get back. We did a tour of the Crypto Rider plot, and it was like pretty cool the way that they've laid it all out. Metaforce is another one, like you said, they've got it all laid out, in accordance to what they're doing with the comic book. Boyd's another one. They've got like a pretty amazing plot laid out, like according to their mythology. I think that this kind of idea that you guys are running with is really cool, because it's going to be really interesting to see how Neon City starts to take on what's happening in Uplift and vice versa, right? Because you guys are building both in synchronicity with one another, it kind of seems now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to kind of see this.
Yeah, it's fun. You can see it build and grow in real time too.
And even you can be part of building and growing it in real time by just being part of the community. We have our whole plot, like that plot's going to be for everybody to build on, not just us.
Yeah.
All right,
if you have
so
questions about getting into Uplift too, we're very active on our Discord. We've helped some people out with it.
We have extra plots, so I have an extra account that's just like a visitor account, and I've been 2 community members in our Discord. I attach it to their plot, and they go and look for their own plots. And we've had like 4 or 5 people in our community buy Uplift plots because I gave them access to go look. Because like a lot of people can't get in there just to see where the plots are, and the 2D map is down. So they're like, I don't want to buy a random plot in the middle of the ocean, basically. So I was like, oh, like let me attach you for a half day, and then you can go look around. And if you like it, you can buy it. If not, you don't have to. And like that's actually been working very well. Like a lot of people, once they get in there, they're like, holy crap, this place is amazing. Like I'm definitely buying a plot. But like just getting your foot in the door is a little hard for some people. So definitely, if you're interested in Uplift, come check out our Discord, and we can show you around.
You got a taker in the comments already asking you to add them. Also, someone in the comment was asking if we're making.
I added you, Joel, Jolly, Noel, or however you say your name.
Noel.
I think you're on there, right? Or maybe you're not.
They might be asking to be added to the Minecraft build, though. And also, you're asking about a Left House one, and we're planning to do a set of all of the champions and all the citizens transforming. Into
there will be 5. They're gonna have their own street, and then we're also like, we actually haven't announced this, but we're gonna also kind of do the same thing. We're like, instead of just being on Neon City buildings, we want to rebuild Umberto's. We want to make the SF Mint. We're gonna model like the Metaforce buildings in Neon City, so Metaforce will have their own street with their own buildings and their own signs. It's gonna be super cool.
Yeah.
I really like that, and I think it's really fitting for Metaforce as well, right? Because like Metaforce's whole, in a way, like what they're working towards is incorporating other projects into their comics too, right? Like, and so I think it's really cool that you're gonna have a Metaforce street, within your city. It's like a payback for people.
Yeah, we're really hoping that Neon City shows up in the Metaforce comic at some point too. Like we would love to be in their universe. So you might see both things, but I can't make any promises on their end. But on our end, we're absolutely going to incorporate Metaforce stuff into Neon City.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a cool project. I love it. Plus collaboration is the name of the game. Super
so we got 12 racers. I believe I got everybody. This is your last chance on YouTube if you'd like to be in the marble race to win some. I think we'll do 2 races.
Prizes.
We'll do an Aether race first, and then we'll do an NFT promo race second. So this will be the first race with 12 people.
Let's go.
We also marble race amongst ourselves, so we can get the thrill of racing too.
Yeah, we do. We get into racing pretty often.
Hey Jimmy, somebody asked for our Discord. I threw the link.
Oh, we got a couple more people posting. Give me 1 second.
Oh, yeah, looks like we're getting a few more. Let's get the late entries in. More marbles is more fun.
I should also say too, like if you guys check the YouTube, I put most of the links. So the Discord, the Twitter, Telegram, and the Discord, Twitter, Telegram, and one more. Medium is all in the link below. Check it out. I'll definitely drop this in here.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank
you.
We definitely spend our base of operations is in Discord for sure.
We do have a Telegram as well.
VCW.WAM, a really good friend of mine, and I'm just like hoping that like I beat him in the marble race. Like I'm kind of bet on this one because like, yeah, that's all I care about. Go whatever color marble I am. Love you, Nick.
Wait, Lou, get Morton in there.
Okay, Morton. Morton's gonna cut off. Yeah, we got to cut it off at some point. This is the last person. Morton, congratulations.
All right, Morton made it.
We got 16.
In before the wire.
And yeah, part of this race is like we have a wallet set up just for the race, which is with its own A Ether mine. So like this race is actually sustainable. We give away A Ether every day, and the wallet that gives it away is just for the marble races. So like we have like pretty much like an indefinite supply of A Ether to give out for races. You know, as long as we're not giving out more than it's making.
Unlimited supply.
This race will be for 100,000 A Ether. That is our prize. So if you like crafting or our planet, like this will get you closer to one of those 5 things that were invented last night.
Also, if you don't like crafting or our planet,
I take that back. Like I take that back because like I should cut a deal with somebody and like be like, if I win, I'll give you 50%, and if you win, you give me
there you go.
We're not aware of any collusion just yet, but it might happen.
We're looking into it.
That was quite the slew of late night inventions, man.
It's like
we all went to bed early. It's 6:30 Pacific time right now.
I was up at midnight and I crafted mint 1 of common. What was it? Common
flashlight and batteries.
Yeah, I got a rare battery, but I got mint 1 common flashlight.
I have a painting and a pencil that I haven't opened yet because I crafted it right before this stream, but I'll be opening it after probably.
Very nice.
Oh man, I want to watch you open it.
Who's that boy? I love a good funnel.
He's running for first, and like he's in the running. Number 1, it's up there.
I'll say this: it always seems like someone's in the lead in the beginning, and then the end is just devastating every single time.
Yeah, people just start launching off the map, and it becomes the whole thing.
Oh, here we go. Was that the ghost?
Is that one of our? That's a ghost.
Oh, that's the ghost.
Like the Mario Kart ghost. That's not racing.
Yeah, so that's the course record, the one in blue.
And they're off. We have
we got a
DGLA1 going to the right and Simbo to the left.
Oh baby. Oh.
Did
How did Jimmy D go from first all the way to not even on the leaderboard? What's going on? What is this mimicry?
I call shenanigans.
Should have done a couple more warm-ups.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, someone hit a portal.
Where's that portal go to?
Forward.
Sometimes those portals are tricky.
Yeah, portals are hard to keep track of.
You can hit a portal and literally get right to the finish line, I think.
Oh, there we go. It looks like. Oh, wait, he just came.
Oh, they're all stuck.
I was about to say he's about to run.
Devastating.
Oh no.
The traffic
Oh wait,
jam.
Oh no.
That's brutal. 10 people just stuck there.
I think that's pretty much the front of the line right here now.
Anybody's race at this point.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. There it is.
They're coming out.
We
got a breakaway.
Whoever's the course leader is insane.
You have
That's
that course record? Yeah, that guy just flew through everything.
3 spots just taking it.
It's their race to lose.
He's right out in front now.
Trailblazer. We'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, there's one more thing of obstacles. If they hit one of these.
Yeah, okay, those can be devastating, as we just saw.
That's why you don't want to be in the lead. You want to be like in 2nd or 3rd place, and you can rocket past at the very end.
Yeah.
It's taking a good line though.
That's a pretty good dodge. Pretty good dodge.
Good line.
Shit.
You hate to see it.
Full stop. Oh, he's coming.
This could be right in the middle, and he's
races. Wow.
Well done.
QLIR2.
What an upset at the end there.
100,000 A Ether. Congratulations. That's a utility token for the game Our Planet. If you haven't played it, like, just ask us in our Discord or send a comment. Like, we can help you out with it. Or you can just go to Alcor and swap it directly for Wax and buy your favorite NFT brand.
Wow.
And if you need help with that, also hit us up in Discord. Yeah. We'll help you with that. It's not so difficult.
We walk people through Alcor. We walk people through our planet. Like, we're very into this stuff, and we play the games ourselves, so we have no problem helping people out.
Yeah,
it's really cool. I like it.
Though.
I know, right? Like, this is like I was feeling so good about this, but
maybe let's add one more. Let's do 3 races. We'll do one more 100,000 AETH race, then we'll do the promo race. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Like, do I get to be in the next one too? Because I got
you'll get to be all 3 of them.
You get a chance of redemption.
Bringing up the rear here.
So the thing about when we do the race, we usually do 3 or 4 a day, and then if you enter into them, you're in all 4, so it's possible to win them all. But I mean, it hasn't happened yet.
I can try this up here. Tommy Welch, like, thanks Neon Team for continued generosity and good vibes. I haven't I haven't actually really been following or know of you guys until Ramsey reached out, and I knew a little bit of what you guys were doing in the Uplift world, but I didn't really know about the project. And just like spending the last hour here today with you guys today. I can honestly say these are some pretty killer good vibes, and I just really like the fact that your community is here supporting you, and you guys are rocking. And I got to get rid of that, and so that I can see the whole full view of the race, because I got a horse in here. Silence.
Maybe you're looking like you're in first on this one so far.
Yeah.
Again, I thought I didn't want to be.
You're in the science funnel right now. This is like the science center thing where you drop the coin in and it shows you how a hurricane works or something.
Yeah, I really like it.
Okay. So here's a M1YRA.
I assume they had those at all science centers, but we all went to the same science center.
Jimmy, good bounce.
Jimmy flying to the
I don't know.
Jimmy.
I don't think Pacific Science Center is world renowned here.
It might be though.
Excuse me, what?
Oh,
here we go.
No! That's what you want. This is the lower course. This is the fast track.
Way out in front now.
Jimmy,
I
think Jimmy has this.
Jimmy got crushed.
Somebody's
blasting around, and now he's crushing.
Oh no! That person died. It's okay. Jimmy's in first.
Oh, Jimmy D.
Uh-oh. This is not
in the middle.
Sorry, Jimmy. U35R2 just stole the win.
Wow.
Second place.
Okay with that. Like, that was
a good move. Can't be mad when a racer just races that well.
That's also why it's like why we like try to not always like do the ball cam on whoever's first, because it's like it's not a guaranteed win if you're up in first. Someone's just gonna come yeeting out of nowhere and steal it from you.
I used to like, as most kids in my generation for a short time, I was a Boy Scout. And we used to do those race car races where you used to have to like
Vinewood derbies.
Yeah, like with the little little cars and the tracks, and like some of my friends, they would like get their dads to make them. But I was like, you know what? I got third, and I made mine by myself. And my dad doesn't. It's like a hardware store, so screw you, man.
That's awesome. We did a race like that. I was working at a studio where we were doing Mad Max Fury Road, and like as part of like a team thing, all the like different departments built their own like Mad Max style box car, but it was like a bunch of adults who have like means to build these cars, so the cars were insane. Like they looked like Mad Max cars, and then somebody had like a straight up turbine attached to his, and another person had like a rocket engine, and like it was pretty wild. The turbine won, by the way.
Sorry to interrupt you, Max, but this is for our 3 Neon Space promos, and we should talk about how our like drop system for the promos work.
Oh yeah, I could take that if you want.
Sure.
So winner's gonna get our 3 existing promos for our Neon Space collection, and cool thing about those is you'll want to hold on to them because 20% of all of our collection gets dropped to collectors. So if you're holding these, you'll have a chance to get one of the 20% that gets minted. And since these are the only things in the collection for now, it's a pretty good chance. But that also goes on forever, as you can hold these and we'll drop
like
to you.
monkey farming. If you do crypto monkeys, like holding the crypto monkeys gives you a chance to get new ones. We're doing the same thing. 20% of all of our new mints will be distributed to people who hold the older ones. So
yeah, but unlike monkey farming, because we really are fans of the RNG gods blessing us. Instead of getting a random NFT drop, you'll get a pack that opens for one. So you'll have a
it'll
chance
be
to pull
it'll be called a
off.
community pack, and it'll be a 1-card pack. But that pack will pull from a pool that has rarer than common. So like we have our rarest rarity besides the 1 of 1 is called Neon, which is 25 mints, and 20% of that, so 5 of the 25 mints will be pulled by people in community packs. So like 5 of the rarest of all 5 signs, like if each one, so 25 of the signs will be pulled by people who are holding the promos. So if you want stuff from our collection and you're afraid, so we have small mint numbers. We're minting like a little over 10,000 NFTs total for our first drop. So like it might be very hard to buy our drop. So like if you want a chance and you don't think you can make the drop, then like the promos are the best option.
Yeah, and then moving forward, also every like NFT from our collection that you collect will have that chance to get you future drops, 20% of them, and it's not per wallet; it's per NFT. So if you have a big collection, you could get multiple drops on drop day. Which
Ooh, Jimmy D.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh wow! What? Where did he come from? How? You're like crushing the course record right now.
Jimmy D wants the promos.
Yeah, he's coming in hot for the promos. Dang, there's no way.
Get
And
you did it.
Congratulations,
You did it.
Jimmy.
All right.
Congratulations.
3 Neon Space promos. I will
finally
DM
got
you
I
those.
see, like that's great. Like I'd rather, like, and I'm like, no offense to any of the other projects, but like, did I just win the promo cards?
Yeah, you won
did.
3 promos.
See,
Oh,
that's
the
like
full
the
set
best
was promo.
prize. Like that, like for me, I'm like happiest of that. Like that's awesome, and I'm kind of over the moon that I actually won. And I would like I'm pretty over the moon about this. I was in the running 2 times, and now I've got 3 promo cards, and that's pretty freaking sweet because I really like those signs. So that's thank you.
We're like the Oprah of NFT projects, just flipping out whatever we can.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome.
But yeah, we do this type of stream a lot, like do the marble streams and then just kind of talk about what kind of NFT projects we are all currently into, and then also give some info on our own stuff pretty much every time. So
We do them every day at 6 p.m. So the sign up is in our Discord before 5 p.m. And then if you put your wallet before 5 p.m., then we go live at 6. And we
Pacific
announce,
Standard Time.
Yeah, Pacific Standard Time. We're in Los Angeles. And we'll you can. I think you can find our Discord link through the medium that Jimmy posted.
Yeah, you're right. I totally had a fast marble. I don't know. how that
he
works.
greased his marble.
yeah, I mean, the other thing about our races,
Pre-race
is that,
greasing.
all the races, your performance in each race adds up across the whole season. So if you're in multiple races, you can, and if you don't win any of them, you can still win the season if your marble just finishes.
I think we're restarting the season though. Like the season's about to restart, so now is actually like the perfect time. It's like, as you can see there, Cruise Control has 62 races because he has someone that's been all of our other ones. But we're gonna restart the season. So like, hop over to our Discord today, and you'll be season 2, race number 1. Like, stats are resetting. Perfect time to get in.
I love it, man. Like this is really like that's a really cool thing that you guys are putting together there. And as somebody in the comments that I just put up in the screen said, this makes up for me getting bid out of the chicken call auctions. In a way, yes, these are really cool NFTs. But in a way, no. I like Morton. I love you. You're here all the time. It's great. Like you come, you join us. But this is probably the one and only time I will ever disagree with you. Because here's the thing, I totally lost out. I totally got outbid at the last moment. But if you remember correctly, last Friday we had on the group of people that bid us out, and that was essentially the Sammy Snake crew up in the north. Okay. And now I'm like essentially surrounded by all the Sammy Snake crew in the north.
Oh, are you in the north cluster?
Sorry, that was one question I wanted to ask you. Are you guys only in Genesis, or do you have plots out there as well?
Our like official community stuff is in Genesis, but just like because I love Uplift, like I own 100 by 100 up north in Chicken Caw as well, and I did like the whole booster thing, so I got dropped a bunch of land inside of London as well. We just don't have like a large like we don't have a large body of land in the other servers. Like our
You
events.
got
and stuff will be
100 by
adjusted, but
100 up in Chicken Caw. Where are you in Chicken Caw?
we're in the North Cluster. Homelands and I both got one, so we have like 200 by 100s, and then we have a rail attached to it, and that's like if you just go straight north in that North Cluster of lands.
It's like right as you
Yeah.
go
So
through a
whereabouts
mountain.
in the north? Whereabouts in the North Cluster are you? Are you on the main road, the right side, the left side?
If you go the main one and then to the left, like if you go straight up, we have the rail going up, and then like it's on the left side of the center, I guess.
If you
And like
take the main road, you go like through the
how
mountain.
close you are that? How close you are to you? Sorry, how close to that big temple? That big like Japanese temple on the mountain are you?
I'm not totally sure. I think we're closer to like the entrance of the cluster. Like we're like 2 or 3 rails in once you get into the entrance of the North Cluster, so we're kind of like on the front part of that.
Yeah, and so like, is your rail covered over by mountains?
Yes, it is. We have like an under mountain rail.
Yeah, so you're go like I don't know 4 or 5 rails up from that, and on the right hand side there's this small 50 by 50, which is like a little lagoon with like some lanterns hanging on the 4 corners of the plot. That's me, man. Come say hi.
Oh, awesome! So we're neighbors.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Yeah, we're totally neighbors. Yeah, I like super sweet. I looked at that rail actually, and I was like, mountaintop rail. Like this is looking kind of appealing, but I didn't go for it. So I'm glad that.
I thought it was super
I'm
cool.
telling you, okay, I like if you're out there and you're watching, and you're in another area, like one of the 3 base sectors, like please tell me, you know, who you're there with and where you're near. I have a plot in the south, in the southeast as well, a little 50 by 50 in the southeast. But like the north center, like that's the place to be, man. You got you got the Neon City guys, even though they're private plots. You got the Sammy Snake community. You got Jimmy D up there with his little 50 by 50, and that's it. But that's that's gonna be the place to be. It's really cool. So yeah, let's hang out. We want to do some really cool stuff. So
Definitely.
How much Yoshi-Coin do I need? Well, I think it's less a matter of need and more a matter of want. Basically, we interrupt our regular programming for this unofficial announcement. If you want the official announcement, go to yoshidrops.com. But the unofficial announcement is Yoshi Coin will have multiple use cases. It's got a battery on it, and you know what batteries mean. It's got a metric that came out with an MBlue video that talks about how if you're pairing a Yoshi Coin with a vinyl miner, that will get you added bonuses. Don't ask me how much you need because I don't know. It depends on what you want. It depends on what you're in it for. And I don't have the answer for that. I mean, I wish that I could buy every NFT that Wax ever created on the market and hoard them all to myself. But I have to pick and choose, which projects I can support. And I don't always support, the highest ranking projects. I mean, I'm going to support you guys because you guys are awesome, right? I support Metaforce because I like what they're doing. I support, the Crypto Rider because, I know that they're doing something as well that's really cool. I support EOS Go. Because they're a really good news source. So I think what you need to do is really decide what's in it for you. And there's always going to be speculators. There's always going to be people like Lewis who are musicians. There's always going to be people who are gaining value. So I mean, I'm pretty interested in the Yoshi Coins thing, even though I'm part of the team. But I'm even more interested in supporting some of these new up-and-coming artists that are coming out. Please follow the Yoshi Coins Twitter. There was a tweet put out today that basically explains that we've had like overwhelming amounts of submissions that have come in both the music and art department. And it's taking us a while to like sift through them and figure out what's going on. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support, everyone. And keep those submissions on coming. Because I think what's going to come out of this is going to be really amazing. Combination of being able to pair an artist with a song or to pair a song with an artist and the future potential of this is going to be really amazing. So, I mean, I personally intend on, stacking some Yoshi Coins and some vinyl miners, but I also intend on, picking up as pretty much every, digital vinyl that I'm a fan of the art or I'm a fan of the music, because I think that's where the key is. So yeah, I'm not trying to be mean apprentice artist. I get what you're saying, but like that's my take, right? I don't know what you're in it for, so I can't tell you what you need to do. You know, I'm totally interested in hearing Lewis's music and his creations and things like that. But that's the same thing with the Uplift world as well. So third part, if we still want to do it, if you guys still have time, I mean, I know you're up at the crack of dawn. You might not need a refill on the coffee, but if you want, we can hop into the Uplift world and we can check out what you guys are doing in Neon City. Or if you want to save that for next time, that's okay too.
It's up to you. I'm available. I was worried we were taking up too much of your time, so we're definitely down to come back, or we can keep going.
Don't ever worry about taking up too much of my time, because like I love doing this and meeting interesting, cool people like you. So yeah, let's rock and roll. I mean, I'm perpetually late because I'm perpetually late because I'm perpetually late because I'm so engaged that I'm just like, I'm not gonna make it to that. So like, I'm pretty okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go in and do a quick recap of. I definitely want to have you guys back at some point again in the future, especially with like when your launch goes, when the full launch goes. But yeah, let's go in and check out what you guys have been doing in the city. Can I just call it the city, the Neon City, and we'll see, because I'm pretty excited.
Lance, do you want to share your screen maybe?
Oh yeah.
Since you built most of it, I feel like you're probably the best to drive us through the builds.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, take us to the lounge.
I'll stop
Did
sharing
we
my screen.
did we mention that we're gonna have music on our?
Yeah, we're also gonna have
25
music on the NFTs. Like I'm going to be making music for those neon signs, the neon rarity that have like 25 mins total. Each one of those will have a custom song, like inspired by the sign. Like we have one that's actually, I'll just upload it now so you can see it. We have like one that's an Olive Garden sign, which sounds weird. But if you want to, oh wait, I can only share 3 videos. Let me take one down. Okay, so I just added the olive sign. So yeah, we'll have like an Olive Garden sign, and it has Vin Diesel on it. And we're gonna take like samples from the Fast and the Furious movie and have like vocal samples for that over the sign. So like, and
This
that will
one,
be
right?
part of the song. Yeah.
Yeah.
So each song will have like, the song is going to be inspired by the sign. I'm not just taking random music I've already composed and throwing it over the sign. Like custom songs for each sign. And also they're not full songs. They're going to be like 10 seconds because that's how long this loop is. But like it'll be like a fun little custom music for each sign. We're really excited about that.
He's gonna crush a bunch of breadsticks to get like in the zone. Get his creative flow going.
Endless minestrone soup and breadsticks. Watch out.
I mean, I'm totally cool with that as long as the breadstick crushing is part of the track. Like that'd be pretty
Yes.
cool.
This could be the snare drum. Crack. Yeah, I think Max and Paul were also talking about maybe submitting visual art for Yoshi drops, because they don't do the music part, but like they would love to be paired with an artist. So, and I'm definitely submitting my own music for Yoshi drops, but I do have an album cover artist that has done all of my cover art. So he is making me a new image just for this Yoshi release, hopefully.
Nice.
Are you sharing your
okay.
screen, Lance?
I'm
Oh
definitely.
yeah. I'm here.
Okay, so I think
Yeah,
Lance has his screen shared if you want to hop over to him.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
on my way.
submitting stuff for the Yoshi drops. I also getting my artist friends into that too.
And Max has gotten several visual effects artists that like work on movies with him, like in our community, and they're now dropping their own NFTs. It's really cool to like
I'm so
tell other
stoked on
artists about the
Kevin's
stuff.
too. Yeah, been picking up.
So again, you guys are
TGC.
sorry.
I'll go on.
I was just gonna say, you guys, just for anyone who might be interested, you're located in the Genesis server.
Let me give you the coordinates.
You're located near the Crypto Monkeys plot. What are the coordinates, if I might ask, so that people can
Neon
find
City
it?
is located at 2800, 3100 in Genesis.
Neon City.
Oh yeah, we're still waiting to see these rails. Someone pull the rails, hopefully. Or
of course, there's an extra coordinate in there that you might need, but we don't really need it for following the rails or whatever. 2800, 3100. Hopefully, I got that right. Yeah. So walk us through. What are we? what is this weird time warp thing you got going on here? Because that's really freaking cool. Like, that's like, did we just teleport to the future? I don't know.
This is like this is a dance floor, like / speakers. This is kind of be like a nightclub, we think, or maybe even like a sports stadium. You know, have like basketball arenas kind of look like this. So we're like trying to make this into like an event area.
It's almost like an amphitheater.
Which eventually we do. We want to have like parties and stuff, and like we'll like have like giveaways. Like anybody who comes to our party in the amphitheater will get an NFT. Like we definitely want to do stuff like that, where like we bring people to our plot, we all hang out and have fun, and like I think you guys were talking about eventually the jukebox will be able to play music. So maybe we can put some of our Yoshi drops into a jukebox and have a good old Minecraft party.
Yeah, that's really cool. I especially like the movement of the dance floor, I guess you would call it.
Oh yeah. Hey Lance, you should go closer to that and show off my little wiring.
Oh yeah, the redstone.
That's all redstone.
So you could see
and also, Max is not like an expert builder. He looked this up on YouTube and figured it out in like 30 minutes. Like anybody can do this.
Make a dance floor light up, and then if you look, you can see it like from when you're just on the dance floor.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, there it is. That's how that's done there with that redstone and all those switches.
I started Minecraft, like I'm not a gamer, you know. I'm not a YouTuber. It's funny because the missus, you know, we kind of talked about Corona and lockdown and how it's kind of good for me because, you know, I have a really young daughter now, and so, you know, she can't escape, but now she's, you know, married to the outdoorsman who used to be permaculture, you know, real man who's now become like a gamer and sits on his computer, you know, creating like more ecosystems and machines in the gaming atmosphere than real life, which I'm a really big fan of because I honestly think like the creativity as an educator as well, but the creativity within this, like I'm not throwing shade at all, but it's interesting to me like the ability to be able to move so quickly into this. Like if somebody was like, "Hey, I just started 2 months ago, and here's your apartment building. Like, do you want to live in it?" I'd be like, "No, that's not like gonna happen." But it is actually possible. Like, there's a lot of newcomers, like you say, that are coming into the game, and they're like, "We don't know. We're not Minecrafters." But like, that's the thing. You can figure out a redstone machine. You can look at it online. You can build something that's super cool, quite easily if you have the dedication and motivation. And for those of you wondering, yes, it is that time where Jimmy D just goes on random tangents. But back to you, Lance. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, I'm also inspired by the other builds. Like a lot of people are building really intricate stuff with like light up and like, you know, pressure plates that trigger doors opening and much more complicated things than I even think to build. So it's really cool to like walk around other people's builds and get some inspiration to incorporate.
Yeah, then you can just look it up on YouTube. Be like, how do I replicate that?
Yeah, it's like, what is this? How did this? Yeah,
that's literally how the dance floor works. Somebody else built that. Like Max saw somebody else on the server that had a dance floor thing, and we're like, oh, well, now that we know that works, just Google it. Yeah, and also, there's they
had like a hallway with like light up arrows. I was like, what? I didn't know you could do that, and I looked it up on YouTube. And was like, okay, well, I'm using this to build a dance floor.
The other thing is there's like a decade of resources because Minecraft's been out for over a decade, so like you can find anything and 20 videos for it, not just one.
Yeah, agreed. Like there's so much that you can do, right? So I have a question. This is based on an original Neon City. So the schematic for this design or the plan for what this exists as was actually developed originally beyond Minecraft, right?
Yes, it started in, I mean, and I don't know what engine you use, Max, but some sort of 3D modeling engine.
Yeah, right now it's just inside of Fusion. It's like a Blackmagic Fusion is the name of it's like a compositing software that is free for commercial use.
So okay, so like this is like crazy intense for me now because like you somehow took that and you created this. Like just creating this, I think would be, you know, epic. But like all the lights, all these like weird portals, like this is just blowing my mind. So I have no idea how, like, is there ever gonna? So I guess my question is, you created a metaverse that you weren't intending on sharing, I think that's how the narrative went from the beginning of the show.
Pretty much, yes.
And then the Uplift world came along, and you decided to build that metaverse here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like how?
Yeah, this is a way somebody can actually visit it now, versus it just like lives on my computer and I can share renders. Make some artwork renders and share those. This way, instead of sharing a render, I can be like, "Oh, come visit me," and you can walk around and experience the world that we're coming up with.
This is our Axe body spray museum. Based on the tweet, Lance actually made a real body. It was based on a joke that we posted on Twitter, and Lance took it seriously and turned it into a reality.
Because why not?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, we still need to. We actually still need to build this stuff in the computer, though. Like, the neon stuff doesn't exist in the computer yet. We decided that literally last night. We're like Lance was about to build Neon City on this plot, and we're like, are we have to delete all the cool stuff we just built? Because like we don't want to delete this stuff because it's not on the computer. Then I was like, hey Max, how hard would it be to put our Minecraft stuff in the computer? That way now we're just like, going the other way, making stuff for Minecraft on the computer and then making stuff on the computer in Minecraft. And he's like, oh yeah, that's easy. I can very easily make like a rainbow hotel and a rainbow speaker. So like we're kind of going both ways now. Originally it's like, oh, let's put that out there, but now we're like, oh, why not like put stuff from Minecraft into the computer because we can.
Yeah. You should go the underground tunnel and then the neon lounge too.
Yeah, and I think ideally in a time where I think I've heard rumblings that ideally you could display NFTs you own in Uplift. That ideally we could just display our collections in some of our builds here.
Yeah, the plan is to eventually slap
over time. It's very organic,
We want to slap the neon signs like our actual assets on our buildings. So like the neon signs, our NFTs are hanging on the buildings that we built that are those buildings. So we'll have like, our actual NFTs displayed on all the buildings that are the actual buildings in the computer, which I think would be super cool.
Like I seriously believe like I'm like lost in space and time.
We're also still figuring this out. Like this idea is not 100% conceptualized. Like we're having a blast. Just
really good. I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm a natural like builder. Like I get annoyed if there's a bridge that's hanging, above the water that doesn't touch, the ocean floor. Like in survival, I've actually died multiple times trying to like get the bridge to touch, the ocean floor on survival, just so I can appease my own ADHD, whatever kind of OCD, minimalist OCD thing that I have going on there. Because I'm like, if anyone ever looks underwater, they're gonna be like, "This is impossible." Then it's like you're in Minecraft, but screw it, But yeah, there were some really cool things that we did maybe last week, a few days ago, where we saw the kind of boat races on another plot. And I think this is a really valid question. Is there a way for you guys to bring the marble races to the Uplift?
Oh,
I mean,
cool. Well, if everything's naturally square, it might be hard.
Yeah. I'm definitely interested in it though. Like, we actually have a builder that's building us custom maps, and they're building the custom maps based on the Minecraft builds. So they're looking at our I basically told them think of Rainbow Road in Mario, and then I sent them screenshots of what Lance is running around right here, and we have the rainbow colors, and we have we have marble tracks in a new game engine that actually look almost exactly like our Minecraft builds, which is super cool. So we're kind of going the other way on that, but we do kind of have neon rainbow marble races. But that's in a game engine. This new marble game engine came out within the last month, and racing doesn't exist yet. But the person I'm talking to talks to the developer, and they're planning on adding racing. So we're ramping up to do another custom marble race thing as well.
Yeah, the marble racing is super fun. It's such a fun way to randomize giveaways or just yeah.
Oh,
I'm inner team.
I'm totally hooked. I'm totally...
It's super fun. We do it for our inner team stuff too. We joke that our salaries are based on RNG, because whenever we have an inner team thing where people need to get paid, we just do marble races, and you get Aether rigs, and like as the races go, it's like, oh, who's gonna get the 150 rig? Who's gonna get the 250 rig? And like we have a blast doing that too. So we do it internally. It's not just for other people.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, this is awesome, actually.
And eventually, we're planning on connecting all this stuff. Like we're missing a couple of the plots in between, as you can see, but hopefully we can get some of these plots. Then also, Metaforce is building an underground tunnel to Crypto Monkeys, so we're trying to do the same thing. So we'll have an underground tunnel going all the way from Neon Space to Crypto Monkeys, like a whole underground passage is like the long-term plan.
Crypto Monkeys to Metaforce, so you could they dip into the underground in Metaforce and pop out in Neon City if you wanted to.
Yeah, and I think Max and
are you guys adjacent or no?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Lance, you should go over and just show how close we are to like Crypto Monkeys and Metaforce as well.
See that monkey right there? If you take a right, that's Chaz. Take a right. That's Chaz.
Yeah, that's Chaz.
And
so he's already on board with this.
Yeah, he's in our Discord, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll make a tunnel through our plot," and that's Crypto Monkeys right there. That's attached to it.
Yeah, and
sweet. That's awesome. I really like the fact that I'll make a tunnel under my plot. Like I like that idea. That's pretty.
Yeah, and we're in like a private builder channel in the Crypto Monkey Discord. Like we've been talking to them, collaborating with them and Recourier for like a couple of weeks now. Like we were all talking about which probes we were going to do on the probe event. Like between all three of the communities, we were all working together to try to get this area so we could all like have a really cool spot.
Exactly.
I don't know what this means. But I will echo this sentiment. These designs in Uplift by Neon Space are wonderful and marvelous.
This is just.
Oh, Lance, do you want to show the logo that Max built? It's on top of the Neon Space. This is the original.
This is the very
and I'll turn on the.
And Max pulled one rail. He brought one rail and opened it, and it was right here, right in front of Crypto Monkeys, which is literally where we were trying to probe. So he got like the luckiest. And I bought like a three packs. I didn't get any of the ones I wanted. I still have all of them. I didn't get rid of any of my rails. I love my rails.
I built up a little logo here.
So yeah, if anybody's trying to do stuff on the 2D map, like this is just how you do it, and you can make it in the sky above your plot. So like it doesn't even show up on the ground. And then this shows up as the first thing you see on the 2D map, which like we thought was super cool. The 2D map, I believe, is still down, but when it's back up, like it's cool to have your logo on the 2D map.
Yeah. Yeah. So like we're working on in the back end. The 2D
for sure.
Map. But like we do apologize, but I just want to shout out what you guys are doing as a community. Because I think the fact that I like the fact that you're actually letting people, that's like the mind buster if you're Canadian. I like the fact that you are actually letting members of your community come in and have a look around. And I think that's a really, noble and interesting thing to allow people to do, before they buy land. We probably actually, to be honest, we do need a way. We did it a couple times with.
I remember you had the demo days. That's why I bought so much land after that. For the demo day, I was like, "This is amazing." I immediately bought a 10 plot after the demo day.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's even possible. I know it's possible, but I'm not sure if it's even possible from a team standpoint. But I would actually like to see, like, anyone could. Eventually, it's going to be a moot point, to be honest, because eventually, like, once we open up to the general public, people will be able to come in and wander around and see stuff. So this is a kind of a condition of being alpha, right?
And we're just in the in-between period.
Yeah, and so like that foresight of you guys and camaraderie and community mindset to be able to just be like, oh yeah, you guys are hanging out with us, doing the Marvel races in the Discord together. Here we'll whitelist you for a half a day. You can come in, you can look around. That's a really cool thing that you guys are doing. So thank you for that.
We also like every time I log into the server and I see new builds, I'm stoked. Like when I travel from this plot to our community plot, every time I do it, I see a new plot that literally was just wilderness, like a building or a statue or some beautiful piece of art has been made. So like, I want as many people building on the server as possible. Like I mean, it's fun for us. Like the more people that are on this, the cooler it is. Like, I don't know. I'm blown away by how much work people do.
We got put on the Yoshi Drops connection largely because people liked our builds so much, and Corey really liked our builds. And then getting added to Yoshi drops got us more exposure, and then that more exposure got people to look at our builds and Uplift, and it just kind of all comes full circle there.
Yeah,
we
I
also
think
found-
that's a really valid point actually that you have there, because like it's kind of in a way like our mantra as an organization, right? It's like, you know, Yoshi came to us and he had this great idea, and like, you know, Uplift and the Uplift world, like NBlue and Corey, like they're kind of on different sides, but on similar sides of creativity, right? Like, I mean, this all kind of jives with what I was, you know, hoping that like the precursor to all of this in Uplift Nation would become with the charity and the incentivization models behind like getting people to like take care of the world, and what NBlue was like kind of aiming for with his whole creative philanthropy type of thing. And so now you've got all of these people that are coming in with their own projects like you guys, and all of these you know, different avenues where you've got one guy on the team who's like creating music. You've got one guy on the team. Like, I know there was the joke at the very beginning of the stream. It's like, oh yeah, we just like kind of made up, you know, titles for ourselves. But I can kind of feel that like everyone seems to have kind of found a home, and that probably resonates a little bit with, you know, what you guys were like as kids, right? Like, it's like, just really interesting for me to see that. So, so when is the actual release of your NFT?
That is the $1 million question.
Yeah.
We're waiting on a DM from somebody at Atomic Hub. Like, we need to pay Atomic Hub. And Jonas from Atomic Hub will not respond to our DMs on Telegram.
If you're out there, Jonah, please hit us back. We want to pay you to do our drop.
Please take our money.
So yeah, we're just waiting on like, you know, we have like pretty much all the assets and everything's ready to be minted. We're just waiting on Atomic Hub. So soon.
We want to do a drop that's like through a pre-minted pool. So it's something that we need Atomic Hub's help.
Yeah, we looked at it in FT Blocks, but FT Blocks does not do pre-mints. They're mint on demand. And our whole thing is like, we want 25 of the Neon Rarity. We don't want the RNG for people to pull like 90 of them. Like, we want our mint numbers very specific. So we can't do mint on demand in FT Blocks. So we're going to be doing pre-mint. And in order to do that, we have to go through Atomic Hub, which I'm sure they're just super busy because there's a million brands right now trying to launch projects. Exactly. So, like, I'm not personally offended, but you know, we're waiting on them. But as soon as possible is the answer.
Trying to do it.
Well, it's cool that you have found that. It's cool that you found the Uplift and been able to, you know, create what you've created in there. In the meantime, definitely keep us posted, and definitely, you know. This goes for everyone, right? Like, I'm kind of busy. Like, I work full time and I do this for 5 projects or more. So, plus I have a 1.5-year-old who, you know, makes me tear down bookcases because she decides to climb to the top and then let go. She climbs better than she walks. So, but like, this is like, this is my life right now, right? And so I'm in this transitional phase, right? But here's the thing. If you need to get a hold of me, tag me in the channel. And either I'll pass you on to someone because it's not something that I have time to deal with, or it's not something that I, you know, am going to make time to deal with. No offense, but we have a team of people who are going to do that. Or you become like Lewis, sorry. I have a friend named Ramsey.
That's fine.
So you become like Lewis, and it's like, hey, can you check a DM? I want to bring my team on. We love what you guys are doing, and we want to showcase the build. That's cool. Like, do that. Feel free to tag me. Don't get pissy at me or Corey, because you know we're not answering your questions. I mean, there's different people for different facets. We have the support tickets. And so, like, I don't mind you tagging me. If you just send me a DM, I'm probably not going to get it, you know, because I get hundreds of messages coming through in the back channels every single day, not because I'm important, but because this is the space that we're in, right? Like, we're getting these scam messages all the time from various people, right? So if you have something legitimate, you know, tag me, and please, like, we want to see this on. Where I'm going with this is no more Uplift tours booked. So we're in kind of a bit of a transition phase where we are actually redesigning the Uplift tours. We will be having Uplift tours. if you want to know more about Uplift tours, I suggest that you tag Uplift Greg or maybe even the Crown people in our major Telegram channel, and those will be going out. Monday morning in Chill, though, Corey and I often do things like this where we bring in people from the community that are doing builds. So this is kind of a first for us where we've had a whole team, but I'm a fan. I like it. It was super fun. And I want to have you guys back, sometime. I don't know when. I mean, when you create new weird things that freak me out because it looks like I'm traveling through time in the Uplift. Yeah, sure, let's do that. As a group or one at a time. I mean, you guys are just awesome in every respect, and I really want to have you guys back at some point in time, if you're ready, willing, and able.
Thanks so much for having us. Like, we've been waiting, and we know you guys are super busy, so we tried to have like something significant to show off before we annoyed the shit out of you via DMs and tags. But when we have something else to show off, we'll definitely be contacting you again. Probably be when we have our drop date.
Yeah, definitely hit us up when you get a drop date, because I want to see like the demos. Of what you guys are building, because those signs are super cool. I'm super excited just to like leave the show and go open my promo packs, because like I really want to see what I got. So from the marble races, like that's gonna be really awesome.
Also, I will be sending out those prizes after this. I need to send the prizes manually, so after the stream, we will be sending the prizes.
That's okay. I have something to, I have a corner that I can cry in until I get them. All right. So, but yeah, we're going to cut this now, but I really want you guys to come back either, all together or individually. Thank you for waking up early in the morning. As I mentioned, Corey and I, we're kind of going to always do this show together, usually, but we're also branching out and doing our own individual shows. And so like, even hit me up for like another, one-off sometime at better timing. When Paul's had enough coffee, that he's ready and raring to go, and when Bob, he's woken up and he's had time after his morning drink to not have to run to the washroom every 3.5 minutes, and when Max is like a little bit more on the ball, and Home Lance, I got nothing for you, Home Lance. I'm sorry. There's no joke.
I'm just happy to be here.
And I totally I totally want to get to know each and every one of you. And just thank you for all that you have become and all that you're doing. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know whether we should do like the Power Rangers like karate chop to end the stream, or whether we should do like some.
Is that the Power Rangers?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I honestly don't remember. It felt Power Rangey. It felt right.
Wakanda forever.
I thought they just did one of those.
We usually,
we were
give
actually
each other our energy for our drops.
Yeah, if you want to see our RNG energy, as we do these.
Okay, yeah. So let's do
the
that.
Spirit Bomb, like Dragon Ball Z style.
Yeah, that's how you get things.
We also were spitballing a Voltron sign at one point. You could have like Power Ranger signs that blend together to create Voltron.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Take my energy.
Good day, everybody.